People, DG, I'm back again, Deluded, YouTube's and Golo Kante and all of them things there. I ain't said that one for a minute, but Arsenal obviously defeated Colorado Rapids 3-0, the 3-0, 3-0 in what I've been calling the Stan Kroenke derby. Both, he's owned by both clubs, well, he owns both clubs better yet. Some extended thoughts. Now, I've watched the game again. It was nice to watch the game again being somewhat conscious because you lot see me. I normally tweet and stuff occasionally during the games. People, stupid o'clock. I went downstairs and I watched that with a family member because I knew if I watched that to myself, I'm going to fall asleep, people. I was there. Like, it's very hard. And to be fair, I always respected international fans because of the time difference and things like that. But I really respect you lot because you lot are doing that on a consistent basis. I don't know you lot's jobs and whatnot, but Arsenal play some crazy fixtures and some crazy times sometimes. Maybe the weekends isn't so bad for you lot, but when we've got them, you know that you lot know already, them mad sort of fixtures just in general, you lot are crazy, man. Like, when we're playing at 12:30 on a Saturday, for example, I say weekends, but 12:30 on a Saturday, you lot gotta be up at kind of dumb o'clock and that. Really, that my maths might be a bit poor, but you get the point. International fans got it bad, innit? I'm looking at America for some reason, but some extended thoughts in regards to that game. Really and truly, people, I've more or less said it, but I think Tyrese John Jules played well. I think he's had better games. I feel he's been involved in a couple better games, but I think he had some cute touches, showed his comfortable sort of being on possession, drifted into some good areas. I feel Eddie done well to drop deep, and maybe he was trying to impress a bit too hard at times, but I feel Eddie showed he's trying to add more to his game, and it was his assist for Saka was a lovely move, a lovely team move. We had good spells of possession, but I really liked how he got his head up and played that final ball. It's all good Eddie being an elite goal scorer, but general playing stuff to get better in general, he's got to add it, because you got to look at games where he can't be that Eddie where he's doing instinctive finishes and stuff. I know people will look at Aubameyang and say he might not have the best of general play, but he's an elite goal scorer and takes some logic with that and Eddie, but you get the point. And definitely to get chances quickly under Emre, he's got to show that he can do more than just being a goal scorer, really. And he played quite well, played some lovely passes. Very impressed with Thompson down the left-hand side. I feel Jenkinson was all right. He had an effort. He skimmed as well in the second half, I believe. No, it might have been the first. He was played in on the right-hand side, and I think he cut across it, and he just skimmed it. There was a couple of opportunities like that. I know Martinelli in the 5th minute should have scored, but there was a couple of moments where we were playing some good passes. The balls are being cut behind, and I'm thinking, just place it either side the keeper. You've scored, and it's going straight at him. I thought we could have scored a couple of more goals, people. It was nice to see. Everyone enjoyed it. We weren't being tested. Of course, there was an occasional ball over the top, the occasional counter-attack, and there was some moments, but more often than not, it's Chambers, it's Jenkinson, it's Medley, it's Olayinka and Burton in possession. I feel Joe, when he came on, did all right. Saka's running the show down the left. I feel Martinelli, watching it again, being conscious as well, properly. I would have given him, first review round, I probably would have given him a 7 out of 10. Admittedly, people, I'd give him a 6. That doesn't mean he's played poorly. I know he scored, and he could get a bonus point and make it a 7, I suppose, but that would be his 6 plus a bonus point. Obviously, he's still gelling, he's still developing. We need to give him time. He's an 18-year-old man that's left Otano. His team in Otano is playing for one of the most watched teams in the world in Arsenal. He's got to get to grips with his teammates. Not sure if it's the language barrier, becoming comfortable, or coming out of his personality sort of thing. But there was a couple of times he was getting into decent positions and he wasn't being found, or it looked like he wasn't calling for it and things. Like I said, some good moments and whatnot. Maybe it wasn't a game for him to show what he's about, because I don't know what he's about really. When obviously with Brazilian you're thinking skillful, fast paced, and there was a bit of aspects of that. He showed a willingness to track back. I feel his movement and interplay at times, like he's got a good understanding in terms of, okay, my teammates moved here, let me go into that angle sort of thing. So there are there's real potential there, but people need to remember he's 18 really. Saka, the pick of the bunch. I was really impressed with Olayinka and Burton in the middle. I just feel at times they both consistently throughout that game, they were playing good passes, and it's nice to see they were comfortable. Couple of stray passes. It was a long way before they get time in the Premier League, but if they do that in the Prem or the Europa League, the opposition's going to counter-attack. There was a couple of stray passes where we was committing fouls or the ball was going out where we just could have kept it simple. And it's not just them. Jenkinson, you see when Matt Macy kind of injured that guy? Jenkinson was taking one touch too many, put himself in that position. And also, at times, I wouldn't say we lost our focus because we enjoyed the game. I feel we was at 60-70% really. I don't feel we needed to be at 100%. The players enjoyed it. I did feel there was one counter-attack that they should have really scored, and I do think they had a penalty. They should have had a penalty. Looking at it first time round, I didn't think it was a pen, but and again, I can't even be sure if it's in the area, but should have been given satin if they wasn't. Like, it really looked like a pen for me when Burton brings him down. It's a counter attack, and that's all from someone playing a misplayed pass, and a lot of these young players need to learn from that. So yeah, like I said, Thompson was playing some nice passes. I feel Jenkinson was decent. I feel both sides on the right and left we did quite well. In general, we played quite well, man. It's a shame John Jules or Eddie couldn't get a goal. I feel they played better than I thought first time round as well. The one thing was annoying me though. In the first 20 minutes, we could have actually scored 4 or 5. There was throughout the whole game. In fact, there was a couple of times where we're cutting them open in 3-4 passes, people, and it's being laid across, and I'm just thinking, someone gamble. You've got to tap in, and to see the strikers that we've got on the field, even when Lacazette was on it, I'm thinking, what's going on, really and truly, people? Like, we could have really done a bit better in several aspects. What else did I have? I've already spoken about the play. I really enjoyed Martinelli's goal, not for the goal necessarily, but the move and the build up to it. Bit of fortune in that it hit his chest or whatever, but it was a good goal. I like the final ball on Saka's goal, and if I remember correctly, for Olienka's goal, we countered attacked, it broke down, and it was lovely from him just to take that and hit that. The keeper, I feel, looking at the keeper's position, he didn't help himself, but take nothing away from the strike. I feel he's done well. I feel Olienka isn't someone, I know I've made a vid, but he isn't someone I actually don't think he can make it at Arsenal personally. That's no disrespect. I want him to prove me wrong, people. I want to see him go on and become this midfielder or right back. I just don't think he's got the minerals for it. But it's lovely to see him getting a chance, taking his chance in pre-season. You never know what could happen to you. Emery might need a right back, or he might need someone. He considers the fact that you've played right back. He trusts you because he's seen you in pre-season, and your career takes off. You've got to take opportunities. Burton's a very technical midfielder. I don't think he's going to make it here. But again, you never know, and I feel they both repaid the manager's trust. Thompson the same. Saka, obviously, I'm not even going to mention. It's boring mentioning Saka now. You don't know he's about this, man. Let's leave him alone. Let's let him develop. He's 18 in September. He's going to have bad, tough moments. He's still developing. People need to allow him. But that man is going to be... Apologies, people, but that young man's potential is crazy. The way he was just controlling the left-hand side, like in the second half, very early on when the second half kicked off, he drove down that left-hand side, and again, maybe decision-making maybe could have been better. Admittedly, right now, looking back and imagining it in my head, I don't know if he tried to go for goal or pass it, so maybe his end product could have been better in that incident, but it was another effort across the goal, and I'm thinking... But no one wants to score in pre-season. Like, just slide across, tap your shin on that, score, go home and gas it to the beanies or whatever, that it was a banger and whatnot. I was thinking, we could have scored about 7. Again, it doesn't matter, people, really and truly. It doesn't really matter about the scoreline, so let's be a bit serious. I feel in the last 10 minutes we could have scored. I feel Kohler was very rusty, and so was Lacazette with a couple of his efforts and stuff. But there was one corner Ozil putting in the dying embers of the game. Someone could have done better. Kohler, when he did put in decent crosses, nobody was there. Again, the tap-ins, people. Like, what was going on, people? In conclusion, I guess I love to see that we had some especially the young players, we had some confident touches. We all wanted to get the ball around. Of course, the level of the opposition played a part in that. We're going to play against Bayern Munich soon. You can imagine we're not going to have that probably. I want to see the same confidence, but probably not the same overconfidence. You saw players very comfortable in possession. Like I said, a couple of passes, pre-season or not, that was stray in the middle, and don't think I'm hailing up, just trying to hound out the young players. Jenkinson, Macy, a couple of them played it. Munich will take advantage of them, but it was nice to see, man. It was, for me, it's perfect for the young players, because the worst thing that can hurt them is not the opposition, it's their own nerves. If they think about the fans, if they think about their parents and family members watching it, what happens if they make a mistake? You won't get anywhere. You have to accept that mistakes are part and parcel of the game. If you, as much as I just said they need to fix up about their mistakes, if they get the ball and they lose it in the middle of the park, it happens. You learn from it, but it happens. It will happen again. You're a professional footballer. So it was nice to see the game was set up for them, really and truly, and to get the ball down, play football, show what Arsenal Academy teaches these players, and show what they can do. Like I said, both midfielders took it. Olienka been playing at right back, and he was getting opportunities at 23's level. Vontae Daly-Campbell didn't, so you could assume he was at least for this season deemed, or last season better yet, a better option at that time. So he might be a right back, he might be a midfielder. You don't know what that could do for you in terms of Unai Emery. immediately at 23's level, you'd imagine he'd be playing there because Tutu's gone out on loan. There's no Vontae Daly-Campbell. My guy Dan in the under-16s, a young right back that I really rate a lot that we signed from Barnet, is still a first-year scholar. Let's not put any pressure on him. Let's just see what he can do. I know there's Swanson there, and maybe Osei Tutu is called back in January, but right now there's question marks over the right back position from the first team and actually under 23's level. So for the young players that are right backs, or maybe there's a midfielder here. There's a midfielder at the club that can play right back. I'd be trying to get on that because you look at Trent Arnold. Trent Arnold can ironically play in central mid and he'll thrive there in the Prem. But he saw the opportunity at right back and he took it. Jan Bissaka, former winger, he took it. Now look, he's at United. If I'm one of these Arsenal midfielders or whatever, and I'm able to play there, I'm actually considering what. Should I try to do this? If I excel, can I get chances? Because where would they be? Where would Bellerin be if he tried to keep being a winger? Would he be at Barcelona? I'm pretty sure not. I don't even think he'd be at Celta Vigo. And I love Bellerin, but he just wouldn't make it as a winger. So yeah, man, in regards to the game against the Colorado Rapids, I keep in my head about to call them Chicago, admittedly, people. In regards to Arsenal versus the Rapids, so far so good. I believe it was in Denver, collecting the victory in America. Good from the young players. Good to first and foremost to get some minutes for everybody in terms of pre-season and fitness and all of them things. Nobody's injured. Everybody travelled there safe. Hopefully everybody can get to the next day or whatever safe. So far so good, man. We can't have any complaints. We've got Bayern Munich, which you'd imagine Lacazette, Aubameyang, Mesut Ozil, Kola, and the players that were on the bench or didn't feature. Nelson. Can't remember if Nelson featured now, such as pre-season. Willett came off the bench. There'll be a stronger side of sorts against Munich, or at least early on there'll be a stronger side. Because yeah, man, I feel after Munich, forgive me if I'm wrong, we've got Florentino on Saturday, and then I'm not sure who else, people. But yeah, man, I'll be here to review it if I can, when I can, in some capacity. As you lot know, man, I really try and make sure I bring out content in a timely fashion for you lot. It's a very big test, like I said, man. It was a delight to be able to watch the game, more or less being conscious, because I'm not gonna lie, people, it's a struggle. Like, I'm one of them guys, I need my sleep, people. I'm not gonna lie, I can wake up early, I can work on a couple hours sleep, but I can't do the mad thing, innit? Like, you get it? Like, it was very hard staying up, man. And I'm not, I wouldn't say I'm a fan of coffee, or I like coffee, but not on that at that time. In fact, I'm not a fan of coffee. I'm a fan of coffee, but you can't make me coffee. You have to give me a frappuccino or espresso or something like that. So it's all coffee, but I'm waffling about irrelevant things. So people, on that topic, Deluded, I'm out. Thank you for watching, rocking and tuning in each and every time. God bless you. Stay safe. Make sure you return. Hit the like, subscribe, share up the vid. I'm out.